hello everybody. Welcome back. I'm hoping one time to. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Today is an exciting day in our calendars because we're going to start a new series called Let's Get This Road on the Show. I hope to receive your comments and your suggestions of roads that we can put on the show. Now, give you a bit of context. The show will be about some of our favourite roads, why we like them so much, and I'll hope to take submissions, and I'll try to explain some of the roads I am interested in, and hopefully I'll be able to talk about some of your favourite roads as well. So let's get right off with a real corker of a road. Let me just find my maps. There we go. And what we have is the the M4. I think we should start off with the M4. Now the M4, as I'm sure you're aware, is a motorway that goes across. I don't think it's for the whole world, but most of it. Certainly through the North Wessex Downs area of outstanding natural beauty. Anyway, now one of my favourite parts of the M4, so I'm sure you all agree and all enthusiastic about, is the tarmac. See, an interesting thing about this tarmac is it was not laid. No, it was. Well, no, it was not. You know what? We'll come back to the tarmac, and I do enjoy it. Given the fact that it is a road, it does tend to have quite a number of cars on it, going up and down. Well, no, not up and down, of course. North and west. No, west and south, east and west, respectively. Although at points it could be argued that you are going north, or at least northeast, or southeast, or northwest, or southwest, or north southwest, and all the other directions. But I choose the M4 to start with because it is one of, I believe, the world's best loved roads, perhaps second only to the London Ring Road. So I'll focus today on the area of the M40 closest to Swindon. Now, to figure out exactly where the M40 closest intersects to Swindon, we have to first define where Swindon is. Now, Swindon is in England. Now, I hope you are all aware of that. England is a place in the world. It's not too far away from Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Ireland, and Finland. So, I've lost the M4. Where's it gone now? No, that's the M40, you see? No, no, the M40 is a whole different, kettle of fish, if you understand my meaning. Now, we first have to define how far Swindon goes out. So, we'll look at the map here. We're saying, now, Swindon has quite a few places which we could define as Swindon, and also just the fringes of Swindon. So at first glance it may appear that the M4 most closely intersects with the the A3102. But of course, the claim could also be made that it intersects most closely with Croft Road. However, that is merely an overpass on the M4, which means I wouldn't be able to go from one road to the other without barrelling off the side of one. So that isn't the most convenient in terms of entry and exit points for the M4. So we're going to have to move on, I think, to a little further down to Marlborough Road, which you can exit the M4 on, but of course it's quite a little way away from Swindon itself, and we would have to join the A419. Now, I don't think that's exactly in the spirit of going from the M4 into Swindon, so I believe that the closest we can get from the M4 intersecting with Swindon would be our original section, the M4. I mean the M4 onto the A3102. Sorry, 102. Of course, an O would denote a letter, not a number. And we are talking specifically about a number. I'm not aware of an A3102, as I'm not aware of any roads that would make use of a number in them. I mean, a letter in them. Or, I mean, of course, roads have numbers, letters in them, like the M4, of course. I mean, purely after the initial designation of the M or the A or the B or the C or the D, the E, the F, the G, the I, the P, L, M, and so on. So yes, that would put us near Freshbrook and Toot Hill. Toot Hill. I'd not noticed that before. Toot Hill. That's quite amusing, actually. I do hope you'll find that funny. Moving on from the M4, we can see it carries on for quite some time, actually. Now, I've not measured the M4, as I don't have a tape measure long enough. It would require the hiring at least 2 tape measures, and also shutting down the M4, which would rather inconvenience some commuters. Anyway, that reminds me, I do have to write a letter of concern to Swindon. Yeah. Hello, and welcome back to another instalment of me attempting to play a medium difficulty. So bad to shut up the M4. Yeah, I'll carry that on some other time, perhaps. I'm rather losing my focus here. I've got to move on to keep it interesting. Now we can move on from Swindon to perhaps say Reading. Now Reading is pronounced Reading, not Reading, as some of you Northerners might first think. Now, when I say Northerners, I of course mean the Icelandic. They really have a way of really getting on my goat with their pronunciation of Reading, because it's obviously not reading. I know that's how it's spelt, but you're wrong. And your country's not as green as it would suggest. Well, the name would suggest, of course. So we'll move on to Reading, and we can see a particular note of interest is I'm not sure whether I can say the brand name. It is a purveyor of it is a supermarket, which I'm not sure whether I can. It's a large supermarket which has ties in many areas. I'm not sure whether it has ties in Iceland, Greenland. We'll find out. Doesn't appear so. So you've dodged something there. The Inlandish. What I'm trying to say is, a particular note of interest is the large supermarket, which is what Reading. It will also supply you petrol or perhaps even diesel if you require it. Of course, the petrol versus diesel debate is a quite lengthy one. Which I'll have to cut short, but perhaps we'll talk about another time. Now, I do hope I've extolled just some of the virtues of the M4, a road I know very well, in the sense that I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Let's Get This Road on the Show. Do bring in your suggestions of roads onto the show. And please do talk about some of the things you like about this road. It could be as long as the M4, as long as grand as the M4, or as inconsequential as I can't think of an inconsequential road now. It's like trying to choose a favourite child. I understand, but you do have to bite the bullet and just realise the middle child is the best. I'm sorry. But they're the smartest, and what? No. You can't even spell projecting. So I do hope you can you come back for another episode of Let's Get This Road on the Show. And do tell me why you like a particular road. And I hope we can. You may want to include transport links via other things other than just the car, for instance. If you can get there via hydrofoil, that would be excellent. Train is also an option. That's a story for another time, I think. Yes. I'm not sure whether I should include roundabouts, as I'm not sure whether they count as roads. They are, of course, surfaced and tarmacked, but they go in a circle. I suppose so does the ring road, hence the ring. Well, do enjoy the. Please give some feedback on the series, and do of course check in on my social